But the reason I'm deciding to go gluten-free, I'm not sticking out. Lost my period, I have gained 15 pounds. I never thought I would say this, but if you asked me last year if I would ever be gluten-free, I would probably laugh in your face and tell you that if you don't have celiac disease, that you don't need to go gluten-free. I changed my mind. Let's meal prep, purge all the gluten in my apartment. I'm gonna go through everything, and I'll explain what's going on with my health and everything as I'm prepping and purging. Let's plan some meals. They're still gonna be high protein, they're still gonna be healthy, but they're gonna be more incorporated towards my goals. I'm going higher fat to really support my hormones. Let's get started. I'm gonna spill the tea. Exhibit A, I just woke up and look, hi, and look how bloated I am. I'm not sticking out. This is pushing out. It's the same. Something's happening here, okay? This is tragic, my Kodiak cakes. I do know they make gluten-free, but I'll slowly kind of transition that stuff. Gluten-free flour for my Greek yogurt pizza doughs. She's cute. I'm going to blend up the gluten-free oats. We're gonna make a little oat flour. She's innovative. Thank God rice doesn't have gluten in it. I don't know what I would do without rice. Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be gluten-free forever, so I'm just gonna keep like my bread flour because it just lasts a long time. Shove it to the back for now. My granola, can't have that. Yogurt covered pretzels. Marshmallows have gluten in them. Contains soy. Oh, gluten-free, yay! Kodiak cups, little quick action, giving these away. I was going to bring this stuff to a food pantry because I live in Orange County because of the LA fires that have been happening recently, but they are like chock full. They say they don't need any more food donations, so I'm just gonna bring it to work and see if any of my coworkers want it. These are definitely not gluten-free. It's kind of stale. I didn't have to purge as much as I thought there. No. The Italian pasta. I know this isn't gluten-free, but I'm just checking. You never know. Someone else will enjoy it. Got this gluten-free bread for now, but if you guys have good recommendations, please let me know. Or like a gluten-free sourdough. I really need a gluten-free sourdough. That's what I'm gonna miss. Canyon Bakehouse. I don't know. I had it like with a bunch of stuff on it, so I can't really tell. And then dude, corn tortillas and making tacos is gonna be my saving freaking grace. I've got tons of sweet potatoes. I've always loved sweet potatoes. Let's see what the damage is gonna be in here. These are gluten-free because they're rice-based. I just got a whole new little bit of sourdough. I'm gonna keep it. My sister's coming and visiting me next week because we're gonna go to Hawaii. So maybe she's gonna have the sourdough for me. Contains wheat. I'm just gonna toss these. There's like, they're probably stale. No, do these have gluten in them? I want to say no. I think we're good. Okay, let's go to the fridge. All right. Oh, the soy sauce. Why does soy sauce have wheat in it? I genuinely do not understand. I have 2 of them. Maybe I'll keep this one because it's unopened because you never know, just in case if someone else wants it. But I need to get, oh no, I got gluten-free soy sauce. Yeah. No, you know what? I'm bringing these to work. I'm gonna put them in the community fridge and replace it. You can also use coconut aminos, but with some stuff, it's just coconut aminos can be too sweet. Just don't get that bite, that sodium pump that I want. Teriyaki. This probably does. Soy sauce, yeah, wheat. Oh shoot, the cloud chip. Got these sent to me, so I will just bring them to work because they're made out of wheat flour. Thank God all my Legion supplements and protein powders are gluten-free. Let me show you how many I have. This whole cabinet, supplements, proteins, creatine, pre-workout, you name it. Honestly, this is not as bad as I thought. Let's bag it up. I forgot to tell you why I'm even doing this. I know in my bones, I am having either hormonal issues, adrenal issues, you know, hopefully nothing super serious, metabolic issues, and definitely gut issues. And I've had this in the past, and I thought I dealt with it. I thought I was over it, but apparently not. Got a bunch of lab work done in conversation with an integrative nutritionist. Last night, I did the deepest dive, probably 3 hours online, reading the most recent research articles on like what my blood work says and looks like. Because you know how your blood work can look your blood work can look normal, but there are like ratios that are off, or it's normal but not necessarily like optimal. That's what's happening. So symptom-wise, it's currently February. I haven't had, the last period that I had was September. So she's anovulatory. I like to plan and write down all my meals ahead of time, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, extra stuff, pastries or whatnot that I'm gonna make, just so I know exactly what I need. I'm organized for the week. We're gonna prep some sweet potato for breakfast. Lost my period, and then symptom-wise, I have gained literally 15 pounds in October, November, December, January, almost 5 months. I changed nothing about my diet, nothing about my training. If anything, I was like, oh wow, I'm like feeling a little more inflamed or chunkier. I thought it was fat, you know, which part of it is, than usual. Let me do a calorie deficit like I know how to do, and I do for my clients every single day as my freaking job. And then it wasn't working. So then I went even steeper, and then it wasn't working. And I was getting intense sugar cravings as well. And I was like, all right, there's gotta be like some insulin resistance component of this. I also started getting acne. I'm gonna put up like photos of the acne, what I looked like before, and then what I look like now. That's why I'm wearing sports bra and shorts, not because I'm feeling confident, but I just want to show you guys kind of the difference. Fatigue, I'm like thinning in my hair a little bit. So I'm like, dude, this seems very hypothyroid-ish to me. I'm not saying I have like full-blown Hashimoto's. I'm not trying to self-diagnose, but you know, I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I'm a certified nutritionist. I know how to read research. I know all of the signs, differentially diagnosing these adrenal and hormonal disorders. It seems very PCOS-esque, especially with the periods, the acne. You know, if I have higher levels of testosterone, that could be the case. I finally had an appointment with the OB/GYN. Thankfully, the nurse practitioner, she listened to me. We got a bunch of blood work done. My A1C looks okay, so diabetes good. I didn't get my insulin checked because I wasn't fasting because this bitch eats breakfast. She did all my thyroid stuff, all of my hormones, and this is where I need to do a little bit more of a full-blown analysis. Some things look low and off. Since filming this, I had to follow up with the NP, and she basically told me my labs look normal, but not necessarily optimal. My estrogen was a little low, and the only thing that they can do is put me on birth control or metformin. Lunch is gonna be chicken tacos on the corn tortillas. I got these from the Northgate Market. They make them fresh, like $3 for this entire thing. Anything corn-based, she's gluten-free, so we're good to go. Getting a vaginal ultrasound this week. We can check out my endometrial lining, make sure it's not thickening up too much, because that can turn into cancer or like cellular or cervical dysplasia. So they'll probably want to like force a period out of me just so that doesn't happen. The bloating can be a few things. It could be inflammatory for whatever gut reasons, definitely stress. I was like high stress at the time, and now I feel like it just kind of lingered a little bit. We're just trying to rule out, you know, not that you can rule out endometriosis, because you need surgery to actually just see the adhesions to confirm that. I was getting periods. They were super, super painful. Cortisol levels, maybe those bad boys are off too, just because I'm feeling like my face is puffy as well. Again, I'm not trying to self-diagnose here and say everyone has hormonal issues, but this has been going on for a while. I'm super healthy. I eat right. I exercise well. I'm not doing a calorie deficit anymore, so I'm not stressing myself out. I get insanely bloated. I've been constipated lately, like genuinely no matter what I eat. And if you're like, oh, you don't look bloated like you did in the beginning of the video, I'm sucking in. This is like regular. It just force of habit because I look 6 months pregnant, okay? Once the potatoes are done in the air fryer, I'm gonna get to the chicken. I'm gonna prep my snack because I always prep snacks. Just doing carrots and hummus. I got some corn chips. Where are the corn chips I got? Shoot, did I not get them? Oh, I put them in this bag. Blue corn chips. Gut. I need to do a lot more testing, but that's embarrassing. Looking for parasites, candida or yeast overgrowth, potentially SIBO, just because whenever I eat, I get insane like sugar cravings after. I don't know how to explain it, but how I feel, I never feel full or satisfied. I'm not even joking. I can eat 1,000 calories and I still will be like, okay, like what else? Like I'm not settled, if that makes sense. I try to walk, do like some body weight squats after I eat to bring like my blood sugar down, but it seems like a blood sugar problem. Even though I'm super healthy, I don't have a ton of sugar, but I feel like no matter what, especially when I eat carbs, even if I'm doing fiber first, protein and fat first, carbs last, I'm just like getting that spike. Clearly it takes me forever to edit these videos because I got my vaginal ultrasound, and not that I wanted anything to be wrong, of course, but they told me that my ovaries looked completely fine. They were shocked that the lining of my endometrium was not too thick, so they don't need to force a period out of me. I'm such a messy chef. Sometimes I like to prep my meals in bulk, so I'll just take from the sweet potato container throughout the week instead of doing like individual meals all of the time. It's just easier. This is a tip that I talk about in my Meal Prep Mastery ebook. It's available on my website. If I'm tech savvy enough, I'll link it. I don't know how I can do that though, but it's linked on all my social media. I'm selling it for only $17. It's literally all of my tips and tricks that I share with my clients. Finally, I feel like I'm teasing you guys. The well-awaited reason why I'm going gluten-free is that if I have a sluggish thyroid and I'm leaning more towards hypothyroidism, that can overlap with PCOS, endometriosis, gut dysbiosis. I'm gonna use Greek yogurt as a sour cream substitute for the tacos, a little bit of a protein bump. But a lot of these conditions, even ones that are autoimmune in nature, can stem from adrenal issues, hormonal issues, gut issues especially. So sometimes if you fix those root causes, then that will help with the condition. So gluten, there's a protein in gluten that mimics an enzyme in the thyroid, and since they look so similar, I'm gonna botch this, but basically since they look so similar, it can contribute to hypothyroidism because it looks like there's a lot of that enzyme, and the autoimmunity is the body essentially attacking itself. So your thyroid can get attacked that way essentially and contribute to that hypothyroidism. Already I've cut out gluten completely for just a little over a week, and I really am noticing, yes, I'm still getting bloated, but my sugar cravings, like that is a little bit less if I'm eating higher fat and higher protein. And like I said, my bloating is still there, but it's not as painful and my stomach doesn't feel as hard, especially like up here. I was like sticking way out here, looking very, very pregnant. Obviously I'm prepping this separately from like the hot chicken so that I can microwave that and then add this on top. I'm starting to take a bunch of supplements as well. I've already been having 2 Brazil nuts today because they're super high in selenium. This is typically low with hypothyroidism. It's good for hyperthyroidism as well. Vitamin D, digestive enzymes. I had this breakfast at a coffee shop. It's this photo that I was so obsessed with, kept me full for so long. So I am mimicking it, but I'm gonna build it in the morning. So it's gonna be smoked salmon, egg whites, maybe 1 egg in there. I'm gonna do a lot of avocado and cucumber. That's it. And sweet potato, obviously, a little sprinkle of that. My fibrous carbs. Let's see if I'm missing anything. I feel like there's so much more happening. I'm probably missing symptoms and ideas. There's also some other more niche syndromes that I'm trying not to self-diagnose myself with. Oh, I'm gonna make homemade protein bars. Dinners, I have a Cioppino soup. Let me show that to you. Like a seafood soup that I tried to replicate that my mom makes. So I have some left over of that. I also have like some random salads that this company had sent me. No strings attached. We're gonna shout it out anyways because I like them. It's like garden cup. How could I forget dessert? I'm gonna make that like night of. I'm gonna do some of the green tea mochi. But what I've been loving, everyone's been doing the dates with butter. You guys are doing it all wrong. It is dates with, wait a minute, light cream cheese. And then I also always bring cube chocolate, and I'll have 2 squares of that after lunch. Yes, I'm aware it is carbs and it's gonna spike my blood sugar, but it's just a little bit, and it's gonna be after I already had a higher protein meal, so leave me alone. I forgot to show you the soup, but you can kind of see the little, oh! Hi. Just spilled on myself. Ugh. The seafood is calling me. This chicken smells so good. I love smoked paprika. I'm using a lot more turmeric as well because it's very anti-inflammatory. Oh my gosh, there's a hair. It's my hair though. Ew, you guys, ew. In the shade Espresso. This is like an easy build. Chicken and tortillas. Then I have the yogurt and cheese separately. And then I'm gonna bring like a little salsa verde. I don't know why I tried to say it with an accent. I was just trying to be authentic. Also from like the North Gate Market, Mercado. It just a salsa fresca because I'm a baby and I make that's just spicy. Something else super important. I've been doing this for a while. Eliminating as many hormone disrupting chemicals as I can. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw I made a whole post on my take it or leave it because it's impossible to do it all unless you literally live on a farm. Goals. Honestly, not really though, let's be real. I just want to live on a farm. No, I really don't. I do want chickens in a backyard one day. That would be ideal. Trying to slowly transition my makeup to being a little bit more non-toxic. We can have different brands. I don't do any candles unless they're like soy paraben free, mainly more of an essential oils gal, limiting, you know, like no perfumes, not eating dyes, natural cleaners, laundry detergent, definitely deodorant. I'm big on that. No dryer sheets. I use like little wool balls. Kind of like do what I can. Like I need to be better about like my hair care products. Is there even a natural hair spray? I don't even know. I don't know. But I'm not doing it. That's kind of a crash course on what is going on. I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know if there are specific meals that you want to see. If you want to know the whole supplement routine. I'm a little bit weary to share everything because you guys, I am not an expert in this realm at all. I know how to research, but it's going to be trial and error just because I don't know all the details on the root cause of what's happening, but why would I wait to start trying to help myself? So that's why I'm trying the gluten-free. We'll see how it goes, but I am gonna do it 100%. Since I was doing gluten reduced and I wasn't seeing any differences, but once I started doing 100% like hard gluten-free, that's when I really started noticing that I was feeling a little bit better. That's kind of what I'm focusing on. I'm excited to be back on YouTube. I haven't been on here in years. It's just such a time commitment, so I really, really appreciate if you like and subscribe to the channel. You know, leave some comments and let me know if this helped you, if you have questions, and then I will kind of do my best. But have a fabulous day. Bye.